I'm creating this video for anybody who already knows that WildCloud is the platform where you can host individual websites that you can centrally control and improve. And that means that these sites are all individual websites that are hosted in the cloud that scale independently, but where you can continuously improve all of your sites, make updates, centrally update the version of WordPress, install new features, and also automatically sell those sites from a single source. And so if you're looking for use cases for WildCloud and how you can do even more with the platform, then this is probably a video for you. Because in this particular video, I'm demoing how we are using our own platform to collaborate with other WordPress companies for our Black Friday deal. What we're looking at is actually an overview of, I would say, 25 different WordPress companies that all have their own website. And if I go to any of these websites, let me start at the master site. The master site is actually the place where all these WordPress companies have listed their deal. And so the site is actually called wpdealhub.com. And if you go to this site, you'll see that all these different WordPress companies, from Atarim to WP Done to Cloudways even, to Aggregator, to WildCloud as well, we all have our own Black Friday deal. But often enough, you want to create more awareness for your Black Friday deal, right? I mean, obviously you want to show the world what awesome deal you have. All right, so what we basically did is we created this list your deal form. And if you go to the form, you can just list the information on your deal. And then the moment you've submitted that deal, you appear as an entry in the WP Deal Hub WP admin, right? So this is an overview of all of the deals that came in. And so what we did after is we listed all of those deals in our partner module. So if you go to the main site and you scroll down the list, then these are all the particular deals. And so the next thing we did is, if you go to any of the actual overviews of these deals, you can see that this is where you actually write your content, this is where you upload your logo, this is where you list the category, and then when you post the deal, you create it as global content. And that actually happens with the Grade Suite software. And so what Grade basically does is it pushes out all that content to all of the sites that are connected to the WP Deal Hub website. So if I go over to the WildCloud platform, you see here that I have the WP Deal Hub site, and this is designated as my master. So if I go over to the tenant overview of any of these sites and I navigate to PHP constants, you will see that they all have a PHP constant where it says that there is a master, and this master is the WP Deal Hub. So it means that any of the deals that I list under WP Deal Hub immediately gets pushed out to any of the sites. And so what we did using Grade is we basically made it possible for any of the collaborating companies to basically design and stylize their own site. So if I go to the site for Foo Sales, for example, which is an awesome software tool that creates an add-on for WooCommerce. So they have this sales feature, but they also have an event feature. And so what they did is they created their own, obviously they uploaded their own logo, they changed the font, they changed the design a little bit, and then we actually control the content for all of those sites as one. So if I went to another partner, we went to Spotlight, for example, you can see they also uploaded their own logo, changed the color of the buttons. They also did their own font. If I go to Aggregator, same thing applies. You can see that all of those sites look slightly differently, and some of them actually even changed the DNS. So Foo Sales, for example, did that. You can see still that they all have exactly the same content. And that is because all of those sites listen to WP Deal Hub to push out all of those content. And as we get more partners that collaborate, as we collect more Black Friday deals, we push them out to any of those sites as one. And we do that from the WildCloud platform, of course. And so what that basically means is that any of the collaborating partners doesn't have to write a blog post that they have to continuously adjust as new partners come in. They don't have to list all these individual deals in one of their newsletters. All they need to do is say that they have a co-promotion running and then share their own link. And as I said, they can customize the domain, they can customize the design, but we are in control of the content, which means that basically we provide them a service to continuously add new partners that will co-promote for them as they come in. All right, so why could this be so interesting for you to use as well? Well, if you have a blogging network, or if you have a string of connected sites, if you run a franchise, if you have multiple chain locations, if you run a retail branch of a store with multiple branches, if you just want to create multiple websites that run on the same banner because, for example, they share the same brand or they share the same certification, this can all be standardized using Grade. And as you host these sites on WildCloud, obviously you host them on a serverless platform, so you don't have to worry about hosting. You can manage and update the site from a single source. You can safely introduce new features and test that thoroughly before you do that, before you roll them out. And then, of course, as you know, you can also provision those sites automatically from your own WooCommerce store. And so that brings me to our Black Friday deal, because obviously for Black Friday, we also have a deal, and that deal is a complete WAS setup, which includes a store, subscription management, automatic license provisioning. We also take care of any integrations you would want with other software tools, including Grade. So if you're interested in getting on board and scaling your business, having all these websites that you can centrally manage and control, and even control the content of those sites and the design, because that's something in this particular use case we made custom for any of the partners, but you can even standardize design over many sites as well. If that's something that you would love to do, then get in touch with us, because our Black Friday deal ends on Cyber Monday. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in this type of content, obviously, please follow our social media channels on YouTube or follow me on LinkedIn under my name, Roger Rosweide. Thanks for watching, and hopefully speak to you soon.